How are we gonna get around these people? I don't see a way out.
Okay.
Just move. Go sit. All right. So this area, if you will.
Boring.
I don't care.
Not funny.
Oh yeah, well, cool. You know what is cool is I still have the sticker on my glasses.
That is cool. That's the coolest thing.
What's this thing in the way? I can't watch it. This thing is right in the way.
What's cool about this is I can edit stuff. So don't feel if there's dead air or like stupid noises.
No, we're fine.
Like this is.
We're just hanging out.
Like I thought this was Jacksonville. It feels like I'm in New York.
I feel like I'm in New York City.
Like all this construction and beep beep.
Usually the quietest time.
Oh, the serenity.
You might need to. I think she might think we're onto her. It's like following so closely to this old lady.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 theme song.
Alright, we're going up to the cemetery now.
Okay, now it's getting a little more quiet.
We're gonna take a walk.
This is probably where the podcast will actually start.
We're actually gonna go get the dead bodies. I didn't tell you about this part, but
Oh.
to make it even weirder, we're gonna collect them.
Oh, okay. Is this your new hobby?
Yeah, that's what I do.
You just got bored during COVID. You're like,
It's so boring.
what am I gonna do? I've always like wanted to collect stuff. Stamps, no.
Yeah, boring.
Bottle caps, no. Coins, no.
Yeah.
Dead bodies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now there's something.
Each one's different.
Yeah. Each one's gonna smell weird. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be the best.
So much fun.
Did you ever do the thing where you go with the crayons and the paper and you go over the cemetery and you do the thing with the crayon over the paper?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, then
What's
you
that
can,
called?
Like, take it home with you. And
Yeah, isn't that creepy?
It is creepy.
We used to do that like as like a field trip in
Yeah,
daycare.
that was weird, man.
It's like
I don't know what school you
now
went
like looking back on that, it's like what?
Yeah.
This is kind of morbid.
Who took me here? Who are
Yeah.
these people? Who are my teachers?
What kind of school is this?
What kind of school is this?
Is this Hogwarts? Is this some kind of witch school?
That's the gun of Hogwarts,
I love
yeah.
Jesus.
I love Jesus.
What?
I love Jesus.
What's happening?
Cross the street, carefully.
Carefully crossing the street. Okay, I love
I like
the
the way you're
sound.
shouting that, and then there's like all these people in this yard over here.
And when there's the noise,
Got more of this.
more of the
You know what it is? It's
Serenity
the
of Jacksonville.
afternoon.
oh, it's so peaceful.
It's the afternoon, man. It's the afternoon.
I hate this blower. Like,
So many noises. You know what though? In the cemetery, that's also where we're going to. It's going to be a quiet spot.
Jacksonville Cemetery. Cemetery.
You are entering now.
Jacksonville
you know what, though?
chemistry.
I can't breathe already. So I'm going to be out of breath for this podcast. It's going to be great because I'll be like,
And anyway,
it's good for me.
yeah, no, I was driving to Bend
Yeah.
with Samantha,
Okay.
and my like right ball was like swollen huge,
Ooh.
and I was starting to feel pukey, and she's like, "We're going to the ER,"
Whoa.
and they did an ultrasound, and they're like, 95% chancer, 95% chance you have cancer,
Wow.
testicular cancer, and it's really the fastest spreading cancer, so you need to get this removed, like stat.
Okay, so like what was the previous swelling of the ball?
Like how long was it
Yeah.
swollen?
Yeah.
About a week or 2 weeks. I thought I had hernia because there was pain down there.
Oh, wow.
So I was working really hard at work, and
Yeah.
no, it turned out it was all testicular related.
So what'd they do?
I just made an appointment at the hospital, and
We got dogs barking at us.
oh my gosh,
Grief, man.
what the hell's going on? This is so ridiculous. Yeah, so they just were like, yeah, we're gonna remove it,
Wow.
and then we'll do a biopsy after.
Yeah.
And
Confirm
so
or not confirmed.
yeah, and so they did the biopsy, and it was not cancer.
Wow.
I'm like 2% of men that get it every year in the States, then they don't know what it is. But
Really?
it totally looks like cancer, and it's not.
Wait, so you just lied to me and said that you're cancer free, but you're not cancer free?
Yeah.
You're such a
I-
liar. That's it.
I wanted the
Yeah.
cancer sympathy. That's what I wanted.
I go around and tell people, hey,
I wanted cancer attention.
So,
Makes me feel good about myself.
oh, hey, look, a skate park.
Skate park.
Ugh.
My brother skates. Yeah, so, but I had to go through, the 6-week recovery, and
Wow.
went through some depression, and
Crazy, man.
yeah, your morality comes, you think about your life,
Where
and
were you recovering at?
well, I just stayed at Samantha's house. We had a house together in Portland, but I still went to work to they told me to tell people what to do. Yeah, not like, oh, sorry. Do we need to take a break?
No.
Okay.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Uh,
Yeah.
The breathing.
Hills are
Shout.
hard.
Shout out breathing.
Shout.
I
Yeah.
must get to top.
Whatever,
Must keep going.
whatever you need to tell yourself, Lisa.
Maybe this should be on video, not just talking. Much more like interesting what's happening right here with my body. Wow. Heat.
Heat and
I can feel the
hill.
heat.
Double H.
Woo.
Triple H. Hell, heat,
Hell.
hill.
Heat hill.
We're in hell.
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone.
We're in hell.
We are in Hill.
Woo.
Hell Hill.
Alright, so ball sack gone.
What's that?
Ball sack gone.
Yeah. So, and I forget, like,
Yeah.
and it hasn't affected anything, you know, like you still have the same amount of testosterone,
Yeah.
because it's brain related, your hypothalamus or something
Yeah.
regulates how much testosterone, and both walls have enough for like,
This is really fascinating.
yeah, multiple people. So
Okay.
it was more of an emotional, psychological thing that,
Like there's
changed
a
for me.
removal of my body part.
yeah, well, no, I don't even notice that really. It's just going through that process is like, whoa,
Yeah.
this is weird. This is different.
Because you're used to just like what, health and
Yeah.
feeling
And
good.
like, you know, I was like, oh, I could die.
yeah.
And I was like,
Crazy, man.
in a morbid way, I was kind of happy. I was like, oh, time to go. Sweet. Next level. And then I didn't die. And I'm like, oh, huh. And then I was like, wow, I kind of don't like this place.
Yeah.
Not that I'm suicidal, but
Right.
it just goes to show like how messed up this world is.
Yep.
And I do believe there's better places,
Yeah.
like a black speck on a white snowbank. Like we happen to live on like a really low frequency dense place in the vast, amazing, loving cosmos.
Yeah.
So it's hard to see the love and experience it. That's where faith comes in, right?
Yep.
But all that to say, I'm 40 years old, and through my existential research, I'm just kind of come to peace about, yeah, this place is hard.
Yeah.
It's in a low growth level, and it's getting better slowly.
Good.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of at peace with that. Doesn't
I'm
make
rolling
it
on you now.
makes it a little easier. I mean, life's still
Yeah.
hard, obviously, but
Yeah.
yeah, you know, life's life, and it's a blink in eternity, I believe, and I just keep trucking.
Yeah, man. That's all we can do.
Try to lean into love as much as I can.
These things are so helpful for me because like so busy with grad school
Yeah,
and the pressures of life, you know?
yeah,
And like taking care of the kids and no help from the other and like sometimes like living with family, you know, parents. It's like you go to the dark place. You go to the dark place.
yeah. I know.
I live with mom and dad.
I know the dark place. Yeah,
So I think
and our
it's really-
culture says that's bad, and so then
Yeah.
you start beating yourself up, and
right. But
then
it's
like,
not.
where's my worth?
Yeah, and I'm just trying to get to where I need to be.
Yeah,
And like it's pretty awesome what's happening, you know?
yeah,
And I only have like 8 months left and then I'm done.
yeah. And in the big picture of eternity, this is nothing.
Yeah, it's a blip.
It's a blip. So it's like it's
Although
all about.
last year aged me like 15 years.
Yeah,
so let's not
seriously.
lie.
Yeah. Well, it just reminds me to just enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Like this guy, my friend Aiden, he's got a tattoo that says, it's in like Celtic,
Yeah.
and it says, it's interpreted, reduce ego and enjoy the day, something along those lines.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that. Yeah, just kind of like calm my ego down
Yeah.
and enjoy the day. Like that's all I can do. So each day has trouble of its own.
Yes.
It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible. Didn't you hear? It's in the Bible.
I don't know the address.
Falling over.
But I think a lot of, you know, wisdom traditions, you can call them religions. I don't like that word. It's loaded. But a lot of people that have put thought into the meaning of life, that seems to be a common theme. Like, reduce ego and do your best to enjoy the day. Like, that's
Right.
all we have is today.
It's
And
like the
tomorrow is
present moment.
tomorrow. Yeah, no, seriously. Like, and I've heard this quote, life is a day's work, do it well.
That's good too.
So instead of like focusing on tomorrow or the past, like what it could have been and all that stuff, I mean, I do that still,
Yeah.
but really just like
Dude,
hanging out with my awesome friend Lisa, doing a video
we're just having a
podcast.
full circle boom right now because we're walking through a cemetery and having the meaning of life conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What do you think the meaning of life is, Lisa?
Mind blown right now. I believe it's all equating to love
Yeah.
and life lessons. Like when you're feeling like your self-worth is not there, or like there's no purpose anymore. Just when you're totally hopeless, you gotta like take a step back, meditate, and remember, like, no, like this is not all there is. So I'm here on this earth, and like I have a purpose, there is a hope, like there's more to this, and it's like you're saying, like those daily moments
Yeah.
are like the biggest ones. You know, it's like taking it in small steps, because I was feeling super overwhelmed last week.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna quit the program. I can't do this
Wow.
anymore.
Wow.
I'm just gonna do something else, you know?
Wow. Yeah. It hit you.
It's like, no, you get your butt up and like you keep working hard, and eventually, you know, you're working towards a goal. You'll get there.
What's the goal?
My goal is to become a teacher
Oh, you'd be a great teacher.
with kids.
Yeah,
hang out with kids.
because you're so patient with them.
I love it.
Yeah, no,
It's the
that's
thing.
your. Oh man, yes.
It's so fun. I'm like, I don't have to hang out with adults. I get to
Oh my
hang out
gosh,
with kids.
adults are so lame.
Oh my god. Yeah.
They're so boring.
Like, you have to do this and that.
Brah,
You stay
brah, brah,
here,
brah, brah.
and you do this.
Boring,
And then
boring, grumpy, grump.
The kid's like, oh, I'm really sad though. Like, I don't understand my emotions. Well, get it together. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm still 5. Like, I don't know what that means.
What does it mean to get it together?
I-
Like my Legos, put them
You
together.
need my blocks? Okay, let's stop. It's like
Get it
you're
together.
screaming and yelling at a child to do something, or snapping because they don't understand something. You know, they're not
That's-
gonna learn anything.
That's like that Brian Regan joke where the kid's balloon flies away and he freaks out. Oh my god! Ah! And then the parent's like, "We can get another one." And then he's like, "Well, put yourself in his shoes." Like to him, that's the
Right.
best thing ever.
Yeah.
And it just
Flew
floated
away.
away. Imagine if your wallet or iPhone just started floating away. You'd probably react the same way.
My iPhone! Someone needs to do something! It's true, man.
You can get another one.
Yeah. Don't worry, there's a store right down the road.
It's all relative. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I like that.
Just
Don't
okay.
store up your self treasures on earth that rust and moth destroy, but
That's right.
store up your self treasures in heaven. And so, to me, that means like relationships, like
Yeah.
connecting with people in a genuine way. Like, like on my deathbed. Well, I'm not gonna die on a deathbed. I'm gonna die
Yeah.
on a trail by a mountain lion. I've
Nice.
decided.
All
Making
right,
a deal
sounds
with
good.
God. Yeah, I want to just.
You have to be like 120 though, so.
Yeah, I'll be 120. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and not anytime soon.
No.
But that's how I want to go out. I don't want to be slowly dying on deathbed with my money being drained that could go to Crosby. Like,
Nope.
no, let's end this
not
on the
do that.
trail in my happy place
That's right.
by a majestic, beautiful creature.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to be like, look back at my life and be like, oh man, I had 5,000 followers on Instagram or
Yeah.
YouTube, or it was like, no, those awesome connections, relationships, moments I've shared, laughter with Lisa, like
Yeah, man.
those are the treasures
So
that
true.
are eternal, as opposed to, I mean, this material stuff is here for function,
Yes.
but it should be a tool, not the end all be all.
Right.
A tool to connect, a tool to laugh, a tool to help and serve and love. Yeah,
I feel like, you know,
we got so upside
when
down.
you've gone through so much, hello, you get that, like the smaller things in life you are so grateful for.
Uh-huh.
Like just a cup of soup that tastes really good. It's like, hey, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
that was amazing.
yeah, seriously.
And even if you go back to your job and you're like unhappy, you're feeling like, oh man, how am I going to do this? Hey, just like the little things start to become amazing.
Yeah,
Like the kid smiling at you, or you made a difference in someone else's life that day. It's like,
yeah,
yes, you know?
yes.
Yeah, like this, like a walk.
Yeah.
I've been going on a walk and like, for too long. It's embarrassing. I won't tell you how long. But it's been a while, and you can probably tell from the heavy breathing on the right side of the shoulder. It's like, hey, Jason, it's a great idea. Let's go out, man. I can do it. Oh my God.
Where did we first meet? It was either,
Anatomy and physiology? No, before that.
was it? Because it was either Anatomy of Physiology or the Masquerade Party.
I think I was dressed up like a man when I met you.
Okay,
I was Mo. Remember?
you're
I
Mo.
was Mo, dude. And I went to the, it was at Rivergate in the side music hall area where they had.
Was it?
I think so.
I think it was the Masquerade Party because I remember Renee introducing me to you
Okay.
and her being like it was like she's like, Jason, you have to meet Lisa.
Yeah.
This is like she made it like a thing. Like
Yeah.
this is Lisa. Like
She knows me so well, and she knows you.
yeah.
And so
she's like, you guys are gonna be friends.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be friends because they have the same humor. Yeah.
Lifers,
Yeah.
friends for life.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I remember like when I saw you and Jordan standing there.
I thought that said booty on the gravestone. That's what I want to remember it
Hey,
as.
this actually is a really awesome story about a Native American
Oh, yeah?
that destroyed these pilgrims.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. He was kind. And can you read that? Affectionate husband, a father, and friend to all.
Yeah.
A native of Australia. I'm trying to remember like the story. I heard about it though, because also I've had those like tours that they do here.
Yeah. I didn't know they did that, but okay.
Yeah, they do this too.
I
During the
would
tour, they were
I would
showing
shoot
us,
myself
like-
in one of those things.
No, there's a sign up here. I think it says like Jews this way, and then the other sign
What?
says like Catholics that way. Yeah,
Wow.
it's a trip. This
Different
cemetery
heaven.
is,
Different
like,
heaven.
total history. Yeah, it's like
Jew heaven over here.
yeah.
Catholic
so,
heaven. Oh, what?
Yeah.
We actually buried you in the Jew heaven.
No, no.
Sorry.
You're in Jew heaven.
Oh, matzo balls
My
for
bad.
eternity? No,
You
dang
guys gonna be
it.
alright with that? You guys
Oh,
cool?
man. I wanted pizza for eternity. Dang it. I want to go to Catholic
Gluten
heaven.
free forever.
Gluten free
Oh, God, where am I?
Where's all this kosher food?
Is this heaven?
Can you put salt on it? Is that okay?
Is this okay?
Is this heaven?
Is this heaven? Question?
It's like that South Park episode where all the different people are in hell. And they're like, "Are we in hell? Wait, I'm Catholic. What am I doing
Yeah,
here?
what am I
Yeah,
doing?
I'm Jewish. Wait, yeah, I'm Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, what?
What's going on here?
What's that? And then this guy with glasses on the clipboard comes out. Hello, everybody. Welcome to your orientation for hell. It's so funny. And then they're like, "Hey, what am I doing here?" Oh, he's like, "Oh, sorry. Yes, this is a common thing. The Mormons got it right." And they're like,
we
"Oh."
should've known.
Yeah, they're just like, and then they're all quiet. Like, okay, next. now time for the orientation. It's brilliant.
Oh my
I love
gosh,
South Park.
that's amazing.
Yeah, they're like,
Never seen that.
oh. I just love the clipboard and glasses.
exactly.
Just
Just
this
like,
like,
so,
welcome to
welcome
to hell.
orientation.
I will be your orientation guide. So, get your bearings here in hell.
Right. And everyone's like, alright.
Okay, I guess
Okay.
the Mormons, okay.
They won.
It's so
really
funny.
wasn't this? Like, wow. Okay.
Oh,
No,
it's so
what are you
funny.
gonna do now?
We're good. Yeah, it is what it
We
is.
should go walk down this other path.
Okay.
So we'll go back.
Do we need a break?
Back up. Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. My favorite description of hell is from the book by C.S. Lewis called The Great Divorce. Have you read that?
No.
And it's not about like marriage and divorce, it's about the divorce of heaven and hell, like the division.
Yeah.
And basically, long story short, in the cosmos and his perspective, in the book,
Yeah.
is that hell is a really tiny place. And it's a really small place. And there's this bus that comes down and like shrinks and picks up people. It comes every day like at 4 p.m. in the gray town, they call it. And people can get on. So they get on and they go up out of this like crack in heaven and they expand and they get really big and thin. And so when they step on the grass in heaven, it like pierces their feet and it hurts.
Wow.
So like they don't really want to be there.
Yeah.
But if they stay through the pain, the growth pain, they can start to walk in heaven.
Oh, wow.
And then there's even more levels. Like it's
Crazy.
just this huge expansive place. And they look back at the crack at the end of the book, one of the guys,
Yeah.
the main character, and he's like, "What's that?" And they're like, one of the angels or whatever is like, "Oh, that's hell." Like a butterfly could swallow hell in heaven and not even know. That's how tiny hell is in comparison to the expansive heaven.
Heaven.
And so I like that idea.
Me too.
And he also says like the doors of hell are locked on the inside. It's not like love puts you there. It's like you just don't want to perceive love.
Yeah.
So you're just putting yourself in a state of hell that's very self-centered and ego-based. So it's all about dying to self, dying to ego,
Yeah.
and being about each other, and like expanding into that.
Right.
And
That's really amazing.
I really like that idea, as
too.
opposed to like this wrathful, like,
Yeah.
you go to hell because you're in the wrong religion, or
Right.
it's like, really? Like,
No, I think it's bigger than that.
Yeah,
I always
it's-
have thought that. It's like, a Buddhist can believe, in his God, but it's like, we aren't the ones to say, you didn't live the life of
yeah,
worthiness for heaven.
yeah.
You
It's like,
know.
oh, I was raised away from whatever said religion
Yeah.
that was supposed to be the right one. Like, well, how was I supposed to?
I thought I was doing it right. thought I did all the things.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I think God is bigger than what we define
Definitely.
as heaven and hell and who goes where. It's like,
Yep.
I kind of just let that be up
I
to.
bet we'll be so surprised when we get there. You know?
Yeah. No, I think I had this kind of thing on my runs. Got this message that said, bring heaven here. And I think that's the idea, is like, it's not about something that happens after we die. It's about bringing love here, being love. Like,
Right.
if we're supposed to do the will of God and be the will of God, and if God is love, then it's all about, like you said, love and agape love, like love without condition. That doesn't mean just do whatever you want. It's like, there's this other verse that says everything's permissible, but not everything's beneficial.
Okay.
So it's like, we're free, but if it's not benefiting you or others, maybe don't do that.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, because you're just putting yourself in hell.
guess.
You're not
Right.
getting put in hell. You're putting yourself in a hellish like perception.
Right.
And so, and then then the beauty of that too is like, well, hell's not fun,
Yeah.
and it pressures you out of it. Like,
Out of it.
like that's a thing. When the pain of change is greater than staying the same, then change will happen. Like,
Right.
I mean, that's how I've been freed from vices in the past. Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. Well, it destroys you.
Yeah, I mean, like with
like,
you and
yeah.
not drinking, like you're just like, hey, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah. Hey, I don't feel good doing that. Like,
Yeah, I'm not
it
gonna.
doesn't feel good to me when my heart rate goes up, and I feel like I have no control over my body,
Yeah.
and I feel nauseous. It's
Yeah.
like, why would I do that again?
Well, that's what I think, the goodness of God or the goodness of love, like, it's not the punishment that draws us closer
Yeah.
or expands us, it's the goodness. Like,
Right.
when things are better, when we go, oh, well, that was a better experience than that experience, and it's like, okay, well, I want more of that.
Yeah.
And I think deep down we innately know where we want to go, how we want to be, how we want to grow. And sometimes we get off the mark and we get redirects.
Yeah. Well, I
And we
just
have
experienced
eternity. Like,
A couple of those this week. It was like
yeah.
total frustration and like nothing but anger towards someone in my life.
Well, it's like hurt people, you know, but we don't have to let us get hurt by hurt people.
Yeah.
Like, if we can see ourselves, our value, and see their value, and see through the whatever, that's like, if your eyes filled with light, so will your body. So if you choose to see the darkness in someone, that's what you're going to be filled with. And it can be really hard if they're being mean, or if they're coming from this like negative place. So the challenge is like, that's why I strongly believe in like alone time in the morning, just like center yourself and get in the frequency of love. And then when you get out in the world and around other people, there's all kinds of stuff's getting thrown at you, but it doesn't, you're free from it because your value is found in that solitude.
Right. And so that's really good because a lot of the time we as human beings put our value in so many other things.
Yeah.
And, like,
External.
yeah. For me, it's like, oh, you don't have a husband anymore. And so nobody loves you. It's like
Yeah.
all these weird ideas where it's like, nah, actually, where'd that come from? Because that does not mean that.
Yeah.
And right now, that wouldn't even serve me well. So, hey, I'm actually doing really well. It's like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
I'm actually pretty happy I don't have that right now. So,
There's
it'd
a
be major
dog.
distraction. Oh, hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Pop. Can I pet your dog?
Oh, making cute noises.
My dog? You probably smell my dog. So
Makes-
cute.
Making such cute noises. I've never heard a dog make noises like that.
Yeah, he makes a screeching noise.
Oh,
And
so
Archie,
cute.
this way.
Archie, I love it.
Yeah, just even a 5 or 10 minute walk.
Yeah.
My jam is like, just start. Even if it's like, what will you do on your worst day? Like, well, I'd walk a block. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, walk a block. And then you'll find like once you start, it's like, I want to walk 2 blocks.
Yeah.
So it's all a matter of just starting.
So true. And like, you know, the depression or anxiety or whatever. And as we know, like exercise helps so much with that. So it's like, when I know that's going to help me even more, you know, not be down or feel like too tired because it gives you energy.
Yeah.
Like, just do it, man. Like,
It gets the blood flowing like into your brain and you can access more of your
Yeah.
creativity and
well, we had all those fires, you know, and all the smoke. But even turning on like a YouTube video in the house suffice. Helpful.
yeah, like something like beneficial.
Yeah.
What was your go-to?
I can't remember the guy's name. It was like 30-minute cardio with like Dan or something.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be always Dan. I don't know. Like
It's always all those
It's
Dans.
always Dan.
Fitness Dan.
But Dan the man.
Dan the man. I'm Dan the man. Here we go. Let's get up. Let's move. Let's do.
Move your body.
People have been wanting me to they say you should be like an iFit coach or
Yeah.
do YouTube fitness videos, motivational things. I'm like, okay, maybe that's my next.
Maybe that's the next phase.
Maybe that's my next phase.
What do you think? Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I don't know. The joy factor for me has to be there.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like, I don't want to be fed. I mean, sure, other people are getting benefited, but it's got to be like a win-win. Like,
Yeah.
I could see my ego. That's been a battle of that platform, is like keeping my ego in check.
Yeah. Like in what way?
Well, for instance, like I've been doing the Murph a bunch. Like
What's the Murph?
it's like you run a mile, you do 100
God bless.
pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats. You run another mile, but we have a 20-pound vest on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's hardcore, and so it's like I'm in like the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
And so I'm tempted to like take pictures of my body and stuff like that because it's like I'm really
Right.
fit. But then it's like, why? Like, why would I post that? Like, I don't know.
Another point of that, I'm at my worst ever. Like, no, for real though, like I am. Worst ever. What if I just like took that and was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be proud of this. This is where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Take pictures, post them.
Yeah, why
Why
not?
the hell not? You
Well, I
know?
mean, have you seen that documentary, Social Dilemma?
No.
It's really important. It's on Netflix,
Okay.
and it's just
I
talking
don't
about.
have Netflix anymore. That's probably why.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
have it.
they talk about how when social media came out, like the suicide rate, especially with girls, it's like spiked.
Yeah.
And it's because their self-worth, is all into beauty. I mean, that's social construct here. And
Well,
it just
and what people
amplifies.
are doing.
Yeah.
Oh, my friends are doing that.
Exactly.
I'm home by myself.
Oh, exactly. It's toxic. And then the social media is designed to get your attention, because that's how they get money, is by your attention.
Yeah.
And so our bodies and minds and hearts aren't really designed for like that instant look at whatever. And it's really detrimental if it's used in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm a hypocrite. I probably have posted things that made people feel bad. I didn't mean to. I mean, I always want it to be positive, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn more about it. That's why I'm fasting from it from Sober October. Like no Facebook, no Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing.
That's
Like,
really cool.
yeah, like I'll still post my podcast on YouTube because I think those are super helpful
I don't know where this goes.
for me. Do you want to go for it?
Do we go up? I think there might be poison oak up there.
What do you want to do? You want to do a Yui?
Let's do it, Yuri.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just being more aware about, let's put you on the side, about social media and its effects.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing a workshop with my cousin on it for this conference. Just because there needs to be more awareness about.
You know, there really does. And like, I even like when I lived out in the mountains, like in Blue River. And I remember like after I had Adeline, my first baby, it was like, okay, well, I could see it. It was like I had taken time in isolation because I lived in the middle of nowhere. And I really thought about like what I was feeding my mind or what I wanted to do with my time. And when I noticed that I wanted to spend my time on Facebook or whatever, Instagram, it had kind of like become my window to my friends because I lived so far away from everyone.
Yeah.
And I realized like, oh my God, like, no, I'm actually more disconnected than I've ever been. Not just because of the move, but because I've failed to pick up the phone now. And
Yeah.
actually just talk to them instead of like scrolling through pictures and being like, oh, that looks so fun. And I remember like that first year, I was like feeling pretty down on myself, like, and then you obviously like a lot of people compare themselves to what they're seeing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, home alone
Yeah.
again with my kid
FOMO.
all by myself. And it's like, you are blessed beyond so much measure. Like, you get to be a stay-at-home mom right now. How
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah.
Like, you live in one of the most beautiful places that so many people want to go live. How about that?
Yeah.
Like, you go in your backyard, and there's lakes and rivers right there.
Yeah.
Hikes.
So many people don't have that.
No. And so, I shut it down. I quit Facebook. I quit Instagram that year. And I stopped looking at the news so much. It was like, I checked in like once a month.
Yeah.
And then after Fukushima, I just decided to totally go even further and be like, yeah, you know what? No. Like, I'm not even gonna.
After what?
Fukushima,
What's that?
the meltdown in Japan when all the radiation hit. Remember that?
No, I feel like a jerk.
Fukushima, 2011, March.
Wow.
There was like a major nuclear meltdown in a nuclear plant.
I'm such a jerk.
No.
How
it's
did I not?
Yeah, I don't know, man. But there was concern because of the air traffic. And so the winds were bringing in like all this radiation into certain areas. So you had to like check your air quality. We were checking ours like every day.
Maybe that's why I lost my ball.
Yeah, maybe, man, actually.
That's why I have
What
11
year was
toes.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I have that extra
That would
pinky.
explain that.
Oh, okay, now I
have a
understand.
penis, but hey, I wasn't going to say it. Is that Fukushima?
Don't need that
No.
shiwi anymore. Pee standing up. This is awesome.
Great.
Yeah. Thanks, Fukushima.
Fukushima.
I can't pronounce.
Right. Oh, I got something on my foot. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
You're like not joking. I thought you. I thought that was part of the joke. No, you really do have
No,
something.
but really. You better stop.
Medic.
There they go. No, so I just found that to be like interesting, and then when I stopped looking at everything, because I was paranoid about it. Like, I just had a baby, was constantly checking the air quality, and then at some point I was like, this is causing me anxiety. I need to stop reading this. And it was like,
Yeah.
no more Facebook. But then, you know what? I started calling my friends more and talking to them on the phone, and that was like great,
Yeah.
way better contact.
Yeah.
So,
Because it's real.
it was real, but then I got back into it. I mean, I don't have an addiction, I'd say, to it, because I can leave my phone for hours and not care.
Oh,
Not
good
even
job.
think about it.
That's really hard to do these days.
But like, I think it might have been because I took that break and lived out in the woods for like 6 years. And then when I came back, it just never really kicked in gear again, I guess you could say. Like, I
Yeah.
wasn't like, oh, where's my phone? Or where's that message? Oh.
Yeah, I'm kind of not looking forward to November when Sober October is over,
Yeah.
just because of social media. Like, oh no,
November 3rd,
I'm
man.
gonna get stuck back in it.
Election day. That's why it's just amped up so much. You know,
Yeah.
media, social media.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but this is real right here.
This is.
This is the real stuff.
So the question is,
This is what makes me happy.
social media is not going away, right?
No, it'll get worse.
So how do we make it better? I think you're awesome. I love you.
Love you too.
We're friends for life.
Right.
I really appreciate you.
Friends for life,
I really
forever.
appreciate how we laugh.
Me too.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do for Halloween?
A raccoon.
Oh,
I mean, come on.
dude, you know what's
my
so
go-to.
sad? I cannot find my dragon onesie anywhere.
You have a dragon
I
onesie?
have a dragon onesie.
What? We have
I've
not
worn it to
onesied
work.
out together?
No. No.
What is our problem?
I know, and like, I just got rid of a tiger sequence shirt too. I think that was a big mistake on my part.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I had to get rid of stuff in my closet, man. It was just like too
But
full.
that's a tiger sequence
I
shirt.
know, exactly. Never gonna find that again.
Big
You
mistake.
know what? One time, I found a purple jumpsuit, and you know what I said?
What?
This is $16. I can't afford that. I have regretted that to this day, man.
That's like your life regret.
purple-
You're on your
it is.
you're on your deathbed. Man, you know it'd be
purple
really
jumpsuit.
awesome right now? That purple jumpsuit.
Boy, can you imagine getting buried in that thing? It's
Hey,
so awesome.
if you die before me, I'm gonna get you a purple
Get me a
jumpsuit.
purple jumpsuit, will ya?
Yeah. And it's on record, so
Yeah, exactly.
when I watch this again I'll be like, oh, don't forget the purple
Yeah,
jumpsuit.
purple jumpsuit, don't
If you forget nothing else.
No. Here's the thing. I went online because I was so upset about it. I was like, I gotta go to Amazon. I'm gonna totally find it. No, there is none that look just like this. It was like an 80s.
Oh,
zip
man.
Up, like that swooshy material,
Oh, dude.
bright purple.
Swooshy.
Oh, so awesome.
Hey,
I had pictures of me in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And my sister-in-law Amanda was with me. We were at St. Vincent's in Eugene. Mm-hmm. And we were like, wow, this is truly amazing. But $16. I just can't.
Totally worth
Like,
it.
who are you?
Totally
16?
worth it.
Yeah. Who are you?
I've been
Sheep.
leaning into abundance
Uh-huh.
and just allowing friends, experiences, money
Yeah.
to just flow and not fear like spending money. Like don't overspend. And then think about how I'm spending. And just it's interesting like how much when you open up that mindset, how much comes in. And I know that sounds like I hate that documentary The Secret because I don't think the universe is the genie in the bottle. Like
I didn't watch that
these
one
wishes 3,
Yeah.
it's a little much. It's like
Okay.
just put checks in the mail on your vision board and you start getting checks in the mail and it's like okay, you gotta participate with life.
Yeah.
You can't just like sit on your couch. I
just
manifest
either.
donuts.
No, I've got this.
Oh.
I manifest donuts.
Okay, donuts on your vision board. Nice. But I do think if you have an aim, like
Yeah.
what you kind of your focus is generally, things like that you know deep down you want or want to go for, like those goals will unfold probably not how you think they are. So I think it's better to just participate with life on a daily level and just receive, like be more of in a receptive mode instead of like this grabbing mode or this like going after mode or chasing the carrot mode, but like we live in abundance, and if we just stop and like allow ourselves to receive, so much is right in front of us all the time.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I was just thinking about when you said that the word receive, though. It's like so hard for me to like accept a gift.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think about this the other day because my master teacher gave me like a box of books from a yard sale. And she got them like for free or whatever and was like, hey, I found these and like, this is for your first classroom. Cool.
Yeah.
So grateful, but like, I felt a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. And it was just like, oh, thank you.
Because you don't feel worthy. We don't feel worthy. We have this weird complex, like we have to do something to get something.
Right.
Which and to a point we do,
Yeah,
you know,
you do. You have
like
to
there's
work
work
to get
ethic and
money
stuff.
and-
Yeah. Like be responsible, but at the same time it's like, yeah, there's so much that wants to be given to us. Because I do believe we live in love, and love is giving, and
We got more construction.
oh my gosh,
There's more.
seriously.
Here they come. They're following us
We're
around.
trying to have serenity here. It's like lame sauce. Lame sauce. But just like I'm planning this trip to Kenya to visit my brother for
okay.
Christmas and New Year's, and I was like, hey Papa, the guy who raised me, my stepdad,
Yeah.
was like, can you help me find a ticket? Because he travels a bunch. He's in international marketing, and he's really good at it. And so he's like, oh, ticket here, you leave this day, boop, boop, Merry Christmas. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I just bought your ticket.
So cool.
What? You just bought my
Yeah.
plane ticket to Kenya?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like,
that's amazing.
what? That is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
and then been hanging out with this guy, Mike, who's been hiring me to take him on expeditions and stuff. And he came and visited me at Tree to Tree. He's like, you live at an adventure park.
Yeah.
And I tell him about our family and my cousins. He's like, your family is amazing. Do you realize, like, how awesome your life is? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And so it's helped me to be just more grateful. And I need to, well, I want to give more. Like, I think I need to lean into that instead of thinking about all the things I don't have, thinking about the things I do have, and then from that, have this overflowing abundance of just like
Yes.
giving even just attention and presence to people, as well as physical whatever. You know, so
Well, hey, I'm open. So if you want to give me anything,
I'm
let me
ready.
know.
yeah,
I'm an open door.
yeah, I will receive.
This asshole.
Yeah, you didn't give me anything.
Give me anything. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it right from you.
Well, like this walk, you know, this was a gift
Oh yeah.
to me and you.
Yes.
Seriously, like,
That's amazing. Like I said, I haven't walked in too long, and like being outside without smoke.
oh my
I
gosh.
mean, it's
Yeah,
like
it was bad down here.
hazardous. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
hazardous level, and then it went to unhealthy for a very long time, and just wouldn't clear out.
Yeah,
And then we got rain, and now here we are. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
blue sky.
I've never
Yeah.
been more grateful for rain. When it rained, I was like,
Oh my god.
I'm never going to be miserable in the rain again.
Yeah.
Probably will be, because I'm a pathetic human who wants things perfect all the
Yeah.
time.
I want this now.
But I wanted chocolate ice cream.
I wanted
You have
that.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Do you know ice cream
Yeah.
has only been invented for, I don't know, 300 years?
Right.
Like, majority of humans have not had ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wanted chocolate.
I wanted chocolate.
This plane ride is long. It used to take people 40 years
Right.
to get from the East
They
Coast to the
never
West
saw
Coast.
their relatives
Yeah.
ever again. It was
You're on a
over.
chair in the sky. But the seat doesn't go back.
But I can't. I have no room.
There's
My
no
legs.
Wi-Fi.
There's no Wi-Fi.
We're so pathetic.
Yeah, I know.
We're ungrateful little
No,
kids.
it's like I was thinking about this too. Like all the people that lost their homes, right? And then there was somebody like doing a paint job in their house, and the person was like, I just don't like this color. It just doesn't go with the rest of the house.
You have walls.
Meanwhile, somebody's like trying to like live in a cardboard box, like frozen.
Why is this cardboard brown? I wanted red
I
cardboard.
wanted red.
I wanted a red cardboard
wanted
box to live in. You get a box.
Yeah, there's a box there. It's a shelter.
You ungrateful,
Big.
homeless,
Yeah.
house burnt down.
Oh my God.
Oh, I wanted a red box.
Oh, we wanted it this way. Oh. It's a baby.
As you go back into your house.
Yeah, yeah. Shut the door, asshole.
Yeah, ungrateful.
God, this fridge won't close right.
Ah.
I want this fridge closed.
I gotta vacuum all these empty rooms.
Oh, Of course, living alone.
Yeah, living alone in this huge house.
Takes so much time.
Gave him a box, so I'm grateful.
So grateful.
I wanted
So
to-
many rooms for them to stay in.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I was gonna take it to recycling, but
But whatever.
fine.
Fine, keep that way.
Like, I love my recycle trip. Totally ruined my day having to give that box away, and he's ungrateful. He wanted a red box.
Grateful. Oh, good.
People are weird.
Yeah, man.
We're weird people.
Yeah, I try to check myself every once in a while. I'm like, what the hell was that all about? You know what? You know that clip in Black Sheep when Chris Farley's like, every vote counts. And then he takes that step and it's like off that accidental cliff in the woods and he's like, oh my God! He's like falling and rolling and rolling. And then he finds a little root and he's like, stay strong, little roots. And then they like, he like falls down even further. He's like, oh God, like rolling. And he gets up and his hair's insane. He's like,
Yeah.
what in the hell was that all about? God! And I'm just thinking, like, that's 2020. Like that movie clip right there represents 2020.
Definitely. Seriously.
He's like falling, like, oh
Yeah.
my God, it's collapsing. And he's hold, please God, please. Oh God!
I know. When the fires hit, I'm like,
Dude, I know.
of course.
Yeah, it was totally like that.
I'm like, what's next? Alien invasion?
Oh,
Like,
just try to get across this bridge. We're almost to January.
I know.
Ah,
I'm gonna be in Kenya.
oh, nice. December, you said you're leaving?
Yeah, December 15th.
Maybe we could have a Christmas party before you go.
I'd love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I feel like I've actually lost 10 pounds on this walk already.
Nice. Winning.
So great. Legs are so like jello-y and weak. It's amazing.
It's like that movie WALL-E.
Never seen. It's like I don't know anything. I've literally been in the dark for like 10 years or something.
Wow.
Like movies, shows. I'm like, oh, what? What are you talking about? What's the name? Never heard of it.
Well, you've been focused on what? School, kids.
Yeah, I guess that's a good excuse. For
Yeah.
it.
Seriously, you're rocking it.
It's going okay. Think
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it through.
You're doing just fine.
Thanks,
I
man.
believe in you, Lisa.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
Jason.
I think you're awesome.